It's a small part with a big mission. When the Navy's supply of a launch component suddenly ran dry, the team at NAWCAD Lakehurst didn't wait for a solution. They built one.
Engineering came to us with a need. There was basically the supplier for release elements was no longer available, and there was no currently qualified vendors.
So NAVAIR and the NOC did what we always do, which is ramp into the need to be able to produce these items, qualify them, and deliver them to the fleet to bridge the gap between industry suppliers.
Release elements are single-use parts essential for launching C-2 Greyhounds and E-2 Hawkeyes from aircraft carriers.
Basically, it's a small bar that holds back the aircraft at the point of launch, and it's predetermined to break at a very specific tolerance. So when it does, that's when the aircraft can launch. So if it breaks too soon or too late, you would have a failure.
With fleet readiness on the line, the prototype and manufacturing division stepped in, developing full in-house capability in just a few months.
So we met with engineering, we met with logistics and the TICOM to make sure that we understood what the requirement was. And then we identified the gaps that we had in our current equipment and infrastructure.
In a few months' time, we were able to procure new equipment and tooling and develop process plans to get qualified through both engineering and QA to begin manufacturing and supplying the fleet.
One of the most innovative solutions? A custom fixture system, sketched on a napkin and brought to life in-house.
We 3D printed one at home and brought it in to make sure it would work. Once we proved that we could actually do it, it was a week or so before we had the fixture in our hands and running parts, so it was fast.
With that, the team went from producing one part every 2.5 minutes to 40 at a time.
We effectively doubled our throughput, and we're getting them to the warfighter that much faster.
This wasn't just about new tooling. It was about new ways of working, experts coming together to deliver a fleet need fast.
It goes right from manufacturing, right to QA, right to testing, paint. Everything just happens in a flow.
The team delivered the first 600 release elements in just 3 months. In 2025, they'll supply more than 3,700, becoming the Navy's primary source for the part.
We were able to identify that we had a problem and then take that problem and create a solution that saves the taxpayer dollar and gets parts to the warfighter faster.
It is important to take stock of what we have and use those resources effectively to go after the problems that are closest to the boat and get the fleet the product that they need to keep the fight.
But the impact doesn't stop with this mission. The infrastructure Lakehurst built, new equipment, streamlined workflows, better fixturing, positions them for future fleet needs.
It gave us opportunities to improve our processes, create new processes, develop infrastructure. All these things not only help us here for this effort, but they'll help us in future efforts.
We have every intention to keep the carriers as mission capable as possible so that way they can do the work that the country needs them to do.